Hi, I'm Nani. Subscribe to Siddharth Kannan's YouTube channel right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a person who's celebrating his success of Shyam Singha Roy, the superstar of Telugu film industry. Nani, how are you, my brother? You doing good?
I'm good, Siddharth. Thank you so much. And yeah, the film is doing so well, and I'm a little doing extra good because of that.
I can imagine. So, congratulations, my friend. But you know what? Behind this huge success, you've gone through a roller coaster ride, okay? And that's the hallmark of a true champion. In terms of actresses, producer, director, music director, there were a lot of changes that were happening continuously while making this film. Somewhere deep down, did you feel, oh my God, maybe this film would never be made? Did you go through feelings like that?
No, there was never a doubt about being made because we were very clear, and then we went with the shoot, and the shoot happened very smooth. All that was fine. But the roller coaster ride was about my last couple of releases, which came directly onto OTT, and there was a lot of flack that my films being mainstream films, not waiting for theater or going to OTT, and there was a lot from the industry and from outside. There were a lot of people saying now that Nani went off to OTT, now whenever he releases his film in theater, it might not see great footfalls like how it was before. So is he losing the that whatever charm, this kind of thing. People called me, I'm going to go stick to OTT only, my films will never release in theater. And there were this exhibitors association who who put a press meet saying they'll ban me because I have opted for OTT during the lockdown time. And so all that was very, very, very stressful and hectic. Now, but Shyam Singha Roy is a big relief because my film, after 2.5 years in theaters, and then it opened to great collections, reviews, word of mouth, everything. So I'm a relieved man.
But Nani, heroes on screen, you're a hero off screen too. When this whole press conference of banning you happened, were you disturbed, my friend? Did you lose your confidence? What was
I
going
was,
on?
I was because the problem is not because they said that, because I'm a big fan of theaters. I was there. I was the one who was fighting for it, and even with the last two films, I was like I really pushed it at twice or thrice. The release of the films, and then I also need to think about my producers, right? As a responsible human being, I can't be selfish. So it what because I was a exhibitors doing that, with someone saying that to me, who is fighting for theaters, and is a big fanboy of theaters, and who is doing 3 films a year in Telugu, who is actually constantly giving content to theaters. So that kind of hurt me, but I also understood where they were coming from. They were all in going through a lot with the pandemic, theaters shutting down, and they were in pain. So it was a very emotional decision for them to do that press meet. So I will not take it to the heart, and I also told myself that I shouldn't be thinking too much about that, because I need to understand their part of it also, even though it was very painful for me. But end of the day, it all ended well. So now it's all back, and it's theaters are full everywhere, the exhibitors are happy, distributors are happy, I'm happy.
You know, that's what they say. The end should always justify the means. And the fact that we've all done well, you brought people back to the theaters, but you also had a small complaint where you expressed your displeasure, Nani, where you said, you know what, the ticket prices are very, very low. Though the film is a huge success, the ticket prices did affect you being very low, right?
Correct. No, it actually, that's the problem. I actually decided not to comment any further on this, because everything I say is being taken in a we're in this social media world. Everything is read very wrongly. Whichever person wants to take it however they start taking it, and they start posting something, then I realized it's all there's no point. It's just because if people think it is my problem, then that's a big mistake. It's a problem of an industry. There's a complete ecosystem being affected because of this. There are exhibitors, distributors, there are thousands of families. I am doing so well in my where did I start, where am I here today? So I don't need any more money or anything. I'm not fighting for myself. I didn't say those words for myself, and I was just like pointing out a genuine problem which is affecting thousands of families. And that was like taken out of context. Like, for example, the other day I've said, like asking them to pay so much lesser is an insult to the audience. But what I meant was, so again, now everybody started saying, how is rates, ticket costs reducing an insult for audience. What I meant was, when your fellow moviegoers from an adjacent state, from the rest of the country, everybody has a single, a kind of price, and then there people saying that, oh, our people can't afford it, is kind of an insult, right? And at the same time, I was against exorbitant prices. There shouldn't be exorbitant prices at all. I agree with that. People can't decide on how much ever they can put, and they can, but at least some basic price, which cannot be 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 15 rupees in 2021, where we can't even get into an auto and, go to the next lane with, 15, 20 rupees. So, and everything I said, like, any comment I said was taken out of context, and it was picturized to be something else. And also in today's times, where there are these YouTube videos and the thumbnails are very misleading, and I would have said something and they will say something, and most of the people are not interested in clicking the link and see actually what I said. People come to a conclusion with the thumbnail itself or with the heading of an article itself, and or they judge, they make comments, they say all kinds of things. So I was like, little, I've understood it was all coming from a very, very positive point of view, but when everyone is taking it in so many different ways, then I thought, okay, let me restrain myself, let the people who need to talk, who took time, but I think finally they are talking, they are all coming together, and I hope some resolve comes soon. And I hope, it was whatever I said was not against someone. It was just trying to, make things better for a lot of people. I hope the problem comes to an end very soon, and I hope things change. Yeah.
I do understand and I respect the fact that your intent is very honest. I understand where you're coming from and I appreciate you for that. The radio jockey Nani, who was hosting non-stop Nani at one point of time, becoming the movie star Nani, each profession is very respectful. But tell me honestly, if I could look back at a flashback of your life, can you tell me about some of the struggles you faced as an actor to reach where you have been so that people watching the interview feel inspired that if you can do it, they can do it too?
Yeah, that 100% applies. If I can do it, they can do it too. And looking at my career graph itself, it's very evident. But if I have to tell you, I have started off as an assistant director, and that was a lot of struggling period. And then I wrote my scripts. I wanted to direct initially, and then I have met producers, and then I was rejected, and then my film got okayed finally, and then it was supposed to start, and then again it's got stopped, and then there was so much of all that. I think it happens with all of them. So never give up. And then Ashta Chamma happened, my first film as an actor, and then that became a super hit, which I didn't expect. And then every time there were a couple of flops. Everybody wrote me off, the websites, the articles, the social media. They said Nani is done, and every time it came back with double force. So I think when we fail sometimes, the drop is good, because the drop gives you energy to push harder to go up there.
Wow, lots of power to you also. Sai Pallavi, your chemistry with her is breathtaking. Can you genuinely say Sai Pallavi is a dear friend of yours? She's part of your film friends ka family. Have you reached that bond with her?
Yes, definitely. With the second film, we don't, when we are working on film, we obviously talk much regularly than when we are not. But the comfort we share, the friendship we share, the things we share, I think I can confidently say she's one of my closest friends in film fraternity.
Does she tell you on your face what she doesn't like about your
Yeah,
performance? Yeah.
totally. Not just on my face. I think Pallavi has that quality of telling anyone if there is something she doesn't like. And she is equally, full of, she'll shower love when she'll, like something. So even with the director, with everything, I think she's very clear and very sweet. And again, not saying it in a complaining way or anything. She'll even things which she doesn't like, she puts it very, very sweetly. So yeah, that's a great quality actually, because that kind of betters, even her co-stars, her directors, everybody's work.
What is the one thing she's told you which was not appreciation but was criticism? But I'm sure you took it the right way, but I would love to hear that.
She about with Shyam Singha Roy, she never ever. She was like fully in awe of Shyam, how the role was, and how I played Vasu. She, in fact, she loved. Now, for example, if you see outside now, everybody's praising Shyam's role a lot. Not much of them are talking about Vasu's role, but Pallavi is someone who fell in love with Vasu's role also, and she kept on saying that to me. But when we did our first film, I think a particular scene she felt was a little. It's that also again. It's not about me, but again the a particular scene which she felt was a little too cliched, and then it kept bothering her so much that she every day used to come to the shoot and used to ask us, "That's not working. Can we shoot again? Can we shoot again? Can we shoot again?" Even though at that moment we thought it's fine only, it's nice. After listening to us so many times, we thought maybe we should do it again. And luckily, once we did it, it really worked. And like it was, now I can say that it was much, much better than what it was. So, yes, so it is good.